Good afternoon, Borderline Nuts. I am Tiffany. I'm a 36-year-old trans woman. I was diagnosed with NPD like a little over 3 years ago. I decided to take this video while taking my cat for a walk in the backyard. I have to get some energy out of my brown, fuzzy little toddler. She's an adorable menace. But yeah, I've been from state to state, Pennsylvania, Michigan, North Carolina, Kentucky, Michigan, Michigan. And through my recovery after escaping my abusive father before he died. And then, in the meantime, I've been connecting with people, the personality disorder community, whatever that is. And a friend of mine and some colleagues, we've been putting our amateur efforts into a comprehensive personality disorder recovery guide, primarily aims at NPD and ASPD, psychopathy. Um, I have suspected I have a secondary psychopathy diagnosis, but I haven't chased that professionally for a number of reasons. Um, but before I get into that, I started out basically psychotic and incredibly unself aware. Um, and I had DID. I was convinced I was 7 different people. And it's been very difficult, especially as a trans woman with some masculine values and a somewhat masculine personality and kind of feeling raised, grown up by my father. It's the identity issues have been very complex to work through. Um, Especially, NPD tends to, make you quite what you would say a type A person. And those kinds of qualities are often considered masculine, right? But, uh, but I've pressed on and I am still concerned. I've been thinking more and more about my um, what I would seem to be issues with psychopathy because trouble holding down a job, um, and still trouble understanding the point and the limits of friendship, even though I like people and I care about them. Trouble knowing what's proportional and sometimes feeling bad when I hurt somebody. There's like two people I'll feel guilt for, but I'll screw something up. It'll hurt them. I value them. I value their life, their experience, their feelings. I know they value mine. So I can trust them, but I can't really see it coming. And it's always like a shell shock. And I have to really lean into my cognitive empathy to try to get a jump on that. But I'm very obsessive. I also have OCD, and that is a challenging thing to not get caught up in, to then obsess about other people's feelings instead. And I'm not sure where the balance is there. It drives me completely insane, honestly, even just trying to figure out the balance. Um, and yeah, I'm trying to have better friendships. I'm trying to hold down a job. I'm still having difficulty with that. A lot of difficulty. I've I've outlived most of my legal issues with my driver's license, even if the paperwork isn't all finished. But um, don't exactly have much of a criminal record, but I've had no problems lying my way into certain jobs. I had 15 jobs in 5 years once. I've become very good at crafting a certain kind of something my friend calls a artisanal resume. But yeah, all that being said, I'm very extroverted. I'm too intelligent to not be fascinated by people. If I'm fascinated by myself, I can be fascinated by other people. I don't think that's really complicated. And I'm too intelligent to not see the point of having people in my life, even if often there isn't an emotional weight associated with it. Um, but the complexities, the challenges of friendship still often elude me, of one that's healthy for both people and stays healthy for both people. Um, so, yeah, I would like to tell you about my lived experience. Um, I think I have a lot. I think I have a lot to share. I've put a lot of effort into my like new life philosophy, rejecting even optimistic nihilism. Uh, Long story short, I feel we are the seed of meaning. Something means something to us, and so it is meaningful. Done. And that's the ontology of it in a nutshell. And in that nutshell, I say that we are thus tautological. We have meaning because it's meaningful. Um, and that's honestly important to me, to have meaning that's built from me first and not somebody else. Not that other people don't mean something to me, but it's what they mean to me, not what people tell me they mean to me, not what people expect themselves to mean to me. Um, and that also translates to valuing other people as same in the same way. You know, what I expect myself to mean to them ultimately, like that's for me, but I know that can't be what they take priority in. And um, yeah, I would really like to share my experience. Hope you get in touch. Bye bye.